Divine Sunshine coming to you with part 2. Sorry, I had to stop and do my meeting, my Zoom meeting tonight as well. So now we left off, we was talking about the divine masculine, and this one seeming that he was indecisive, but seems like source is pushing him because he feels like something urgent is coming. So now let's get back into him and let's really look and see about the divine masculine collectively, not just him. I'm speaking of, like I'm telling the kids, I'm teaching them point of view. So we're talking about this is third person. This is everybody, but still talking as if it's me or us in the role of being. So this would be third person omniscient that we're doing. So this part, because we are part of divine masculine energies too as well. So now, what's going on with them? Hung up. So some kind of way in the communications, I would say, I would even put with the divine feminine. Some of you all are not kind of communicating with your divine masculines as well. So some of kind of lines of communications have been cut off. That's what I think hung up on. Like you like, who is this? Click is the divine master. I want to talk to you. Bam. Even the fifth D, fourth D, or whatever. That's for some. Not all of them. But some of you all have been a little bit kind of controlling. It's like, listen here, we're gonna communicate. We're gonna communicate on my terms. Okay, this is how this is gonna go. I'm gonna say, boo. Baby boy, this is how it's going to go. So a lot of them seems like it could also be people in their circles. They have been feeling the need to kind of like cut the communication, or he has felt like he needs to cut the communication as well. Let me pull some more onto that one. Can you explain a little bit more about this hung up? Because that's what I'm figuring that too as well. The hung up feeling here again is again that's twofold. Some of you might have been, but I'm feeling now from me doing clarifying more. The hung up more so is him trying to really truly reach nirvana. It's like I'm hanging up on stuff that people communicating with people that no longer serve or on my wavelength as well, because some of them is just a fling, which means it's a passing fancy, or it means it's just temporary right now. To me, fling me, it's nothing serious. Listen, like to me again, if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, like I say, ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a job to be with me. He's almost reflecting, like I said, about the divine feminine. He's saying, listen here, if you about this kind of passive fancy stuff or this fling attitudes, let's say the divine masculine energies collectively, some of them are now moving from that energy of saying they want something serious. They don't want the fling stuff. If you don't have something that they feel like they can anchor into, I'm hanging up on that. Like, click. Let me introduce you to the dial tone. Click. I don't have time for that. I'm not staying for that type of energy at all for that. So that's where the divine masculine is in. I love confirmation, because right now he's in the business of airing out dirty laundry. It's like a person that's at the laundromat and say, I just cleaned that, and you put some more in dirty stuff in there, but I thought I was finished with the load, so now I got to wash it more. Okay, dokie. All right. And he knows he's got the dirt surround. Like, I don't need no more extra energy added onto me. Let me deal with the dirty laundry that I have now. And before I add on some more to the pile, and like your mess, if it ain't serious and I don't need to be adding on some more karma to the whole thing, I don't want to deal with that right now. Let me see if there's anything else about that. So that's really well. Hold on. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's a lot. Let's do that again. I don't like that because that just fell out by default. And so he's busy about letting go. We had this for the divine, I think the divine feminine too, said about the letting go. So he's letting go of something, letting go of things that again no longer serve him. And see, it's like a heart. Maybe again some things that matters of the heart. Maybe once upon a time that was like my favorite balloon, or something about some heart things that he's got to let go of again, that it could be, because now I can spend a little bit more time so I can resonate, go into this a little more deeper to see what this is. Okay, clear. Let's see, what is it about letting go? Can you explain that to me? Clarify that, please. Oh, spirit is here. I'm getting hot as heck. Want to let go, because look like he's trying to live in the present, in the now, but he's getting gifted something in the present, in the now. Okay, and the present is this lovers. He knows that this thing that's been written in stone, this actuality about peace. I'm feeling divine masculine collectively are feeling the need to say, I feel like source is about to give me this great big gift, this gift of this thing that I have been wanting for a long time, like a kid. I feel like trading places where he say the kid want the kung fu GI Joe with the kung fu grip on it, and it's like I'm finally going to get it. 25 years later, although I'm an adult, but you just don't know how long ago I had wanted that G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip on it. It's still like I wanted that. So he's like, okay, I think I'm getting prepared now for me to really truly get the thing that I want. And this is the thing that's going to bring me peace. I see dove. It's going to be peace for my divine feminine, and it's going to be peace for me as well. We got two columns here. Columns represents the foundation. This is something that I can stand, say, on thee I can stand on. This is something, again, that he knows this is a love that's not that fleeting stuff, this temporary stuff here, that this is really what we're talking about, that he's saying. So he's got to let go. And he say, I know I got to let go, because in order for me to have that present, that thing there as well, as again, some of us not wanting to give up this, say, I'm going to still stay with this old tattered rag doll. And then you turn around and you say, you know what, I'm going to have to give it up for this new, like I got this new baby doll there, and some of you not wanting to give up that thing for this bigger gift that you have. And so this is, again, you got to give up the old for the new. You're going to have to give it up. You're going to have to let go of this here, this. I'm hearing Tina Turner, that rag doll. Do, 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 do. It goes fever. Do, 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 do. So about the rag doll. In everywhere. Oh, I love you, my oh my. So river deep, mountain wide. Hey. So that, again, well, I love you, baby, 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 whatever it is, this rag doll, okay? You gotta get that rag doll up for this thing that's written in stone. This is like a love that's like written beyond time. So he knows this. This is coming up. What's happening as far as him is in his current situation, in 3D situation. I got time to play. Clear. What's going on with the divine masculine? Here we go, right here, an answer. In a 3D situation, he's dealing with his environment, the divine masculine collectively. He's dealing with the emotions of feeling lost. Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel? Know that I love you, baby. Ooh. So, again, he's dealing with the emotions of feeling vulnerable as well. And he's dealing with the thing of understanding of his ego. His ego is a conflict with this ego. This is what divine masculines are dealing with. And it seems like, again, what's happening is again, at the bottom of the deck is home. This is what he's dealing with earthly. Some home issues too as well, okay? That could be, I'm feeling two ways, like ET, phone home. He wants to come home, and that's an issue there that he's dealing with, some home issues too as well, okay? I'm kind of getting drawn to say, what is the home issues? Clear. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. Lost without you. Can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? All right, we going down because this ain't good. Some of these cards here. Okay, so what's going on with the home situation? That home card here. Okay, because I say something about this, say I need to investigate this. So in this home card here, we got this courtship. Okay, this is the desire to have courtship. This tells the story here with the main female, which is the divine feminine. He's like, I'm looking at you. You look like you on your grind. You're looking good. It's the Virgo tarot card. So you're looking good. You're smelling good. You're in your flow. You're in your boss mode. You know how to handle the beauty. You understand you're transparent. You know what you're putting on the table. Everything you're putting on the table is bringing about blossoming of abundance and all that good stuff. But you understand that right now, what's happening here at home, there's the thief here. Some things he feels like he is being robbed. He's getting robbed of time by staying there. He's got things that he's linked into. It's because of childhood wounds he's there. It's because of it's a child that's there that he's making him stay there. So if he's got children, his children is kind of tugging on and daddy, 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 tugging on that to make it say, tugging on that heartstring to say, maybe I'm staying here. Maybe she ain't that bad. Maybe I close my eyes. I won't, or cover my ears when the karmic call me. Like, I ain't hearing it right now. But to see, that's not helping the situation. That's not it. Plus, some of these situations that they are in these third party energies, they're laughing behind their back. Like, look, girl, you see how I got him? You see how I got him? Look at that. Look at that. I'm about to call my dad's name. I'm not calling dad's name. I don't know why I'm not calling dad's name. Look at it, God. You don't want to do that. I get. He said, "Look at her. Don't cut my thing down, neither, Dad. When I call you, anyway, say, look at baby. Look at her. Look at it. Look at it. Look how I got him. Look how I got him under control. Look at her. Look at her. Watch this, girl. Hey, yes. What you want, dear? You know, it's just like that. I'm just gonna use you, Daddy. So again, just that part, just saying, doing that is just like, look at it. I got him in my back call. Look at it. You know, he making fun of them. They talking about them, probably, you know, buddy in the jokes, and he probably smiling there. Yeah. And the inside is saying, no, it ain't really that funny because if I can, but I'm scared with the screen. Sometimes it get close like that. It start acting funny. If you look at his face, it's like I'm playing along with it, but then at the same time, I'm disturbed by this stuff. Like, now, how long I can't be in this situation no way. Then understand again, this goes again, courthouse can also stands for um, divine intervention again. And again, the divine intervention is asking to be at play right here, or it can be divine timing too. But again, this is something again that again the courthouse card. Well, I'm seeing the divine intervention. That's the one with the got two things got to go to court. But again, this is bringing them the divine masculine feels several ways in the 3D. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go ahead and just file his papers because this child ain't gonna do it. You know, whatever it is, I got to get off my back and cause this separation to happen. So I'm gonna have to get these papers together. Number two, some of them in spirit are going and talking, praying to God and say, listen here, I'm gonna need you to kind of help me out on this. Can you help me out? I need to be separated. I don't know how you're gonna do it, bring on the towel, whatever it is, but I need your help. I need you. He look at that like, I need you, Lord. I need you now. I need you now. Like smoking Northfield. I need you. I need you to come on right on through here and kind of help me again. I need the law. So whatever it is, it's got to be, this got to happen. Just go ahead and let it happen between again about what's going on. So it's the law, but staying at the same time wanting to reprieve, wanting to appeal, want to be able to appeal to the universe, the saying about getting some kind of law things about these things, getting freed from this situation that they are in, okay, currently in. What do they think about this connection? What do they think about this connection? Let's start getting into the answers here. I want to do 2020 if I can. All right, so clear. What do they think? What does the divine masculines collectively think about this? Think about the connection. What's going on? Woo-wee. Well, I did say collectively, so I'm gonna have to get a lot of perspectives. Okay, but I'm gonna whiz on through this. Okay. Really understanding that they want the divine feminine to really almost to take control. I seen somebody in the video that said again, I think that's Virgo the tarot, the oracle, just saying that, you know, I'm sorry to say, and I've said that too, is the divine feminine. We have to take control of the relationship. We have to take control of what we want. We're the one in the driver's seat. We're the ones that kind of can conduct where the relationship needs to go. And that's what we kind of forget. At times we think that we're at whim of the situation, or we're at whim of the divine masculine, and understanding that they are too a part of us. Once we get a control of that and knowing that we're not going over there to control and say, well, I'm doing this because of them. Once we start doing this stuff to understand that we're turning within ourselves, that we are really doing things for self, that's when things turn around for them. So we do it with the intentions of us healing and getting ourselves straight, just like the airplane, putting our mask on. And then afterwards, in turn, they'll be looking at us and say, oh, that's how you put your mask on? Okay, yeah, okay, that's okay. I'm gonna put mine. Okay, you get this next. Okay, all right, okay, now. So this is the same thing in which we are doing now as divine feminine energies. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you the female that has to be there, because sometimes I've even seen it swap out, and then my divine partner, he'll take the lead on something, and I'm kind of lagging like the divine masculine, and I kind of like, okay, I ain't too sure about this, and he's like, okay, this is what we're doing. I'm like, okay, all right, boo, this is what we're doing. Okay, all right, take control. Okay, and so that's how it goes there. So you swap your energies. It's not because you're the female all the time. You'll see that they'll reach out and call you or whatever. Sometimes that's the divine feminine energies that's taking the lead. They're saying, okay, you know what, we need to communicate. I'm feeling some things. Sources telling me, I don't know what it is, what it's telling me. I'm just feeling like something, my good or inner voice, a little small voice is talking to me, not knowing that, that's the higher self or whatever. You all communicating with each other back and forth and saying, you know what, it's time for them to get together. It's been enough time out there. They've learned some things. Let's see how things are going. Let's check in with each other. So some of that stuff is, again, not just saying, oh, well, he just wants some booty, or he just want to, control things like he always does. Sometimes it's the spirit is directing and saying, y'all need to communicate. Y'all got to really see where you all engage and assess where both of you all are. And it's very quickly, that's why I say, if you're still dealing with that hurt, there is very quickly for you to fall back and to go into that, oh, I already know what he wants stuff, until saying, let me search my heart. What does it really say? I think he really needs to reach out and touch. We need to connect. We need to assess each other right now. And this conversation is going to help us know, okay, do we need to stay in separation, or do we need to maybe come together? I mean, that's why you got to kind of check that ego and really saying, okay, let me just really feel and be able to kind of silence it too. So this is where it is here. So he's laying down his sword, his defensiveness, and he really often got 10 this cup where he's really where the divine masculine is really ready for love to start back over again. Understanding all those things that he used tools to protect himself, it's got to go to the side. He understands there's been a conflict also in the relationship, about you remaining open to him, keep yourself focused on him, helping, knowing that he's really in his healthy this as far as his sacral of his connections, healthy connections with others, staying in his, thinking about staying in his heart space as well. That's been the issue. And you being able to communicate it and stand in your power. There's been a conflict in that between you two. Understanding that right now it's got to be an easy flow of you all doing it. And at this point, in order for it to really flow really good, like Seven of Cups really have spiritual completion of this, he's got to allow you to be able to be in the lead. Some of them was having a problem with the divine feminine energies taking the lead and taking over and creating the momentum. That's what that swing is. Okay, we going back. Okay, all right, I go with you. Instead you going back and he's talking about, now we going forward. No, we going back. We going forward. We going back. We going. Okay, well, we ain't gonna be able to move. I'm sorry. It's just somebody got to give into somebody's energy and say, okay, all right then, you do it. Okay, now I'll take it. Now you do it. And that creates that balance. That's what he talked about, this balance that he wants to have, the angel of balance. Understand how things in the past didn't work out. So in order for this to work, he understands that, and still to look to you for that intimacy and that nurturing with you. That's interesting. You're both on the swing that's blue. So again, communication is the key. Have that even balance of communication between you two. Okay, this is this. Somebody came out and said if they had this meant that this was the karmic. They said something. So some of you all might have some karmic energy. I never thought about that, but I said that's interesting. And this came out. They say anytime this comes out, that means it's a third party and some karmic energies in there. For some of you all, this is an issue that's going on with that as well. So that came out. I forgot to put that. She said she calls that the karmic or the third party. I said I'm gonna do that next time. So I seen somebody do that too. Okay, so that is part of some of the energies that's going on with the divine masculine and divine feminine. The divine masculine wants you to understand there's a conflict, that a lot of times you want to know what's going on. You want to know that question. We talked about that with divine feminine energies that we did about the question of why. And at this time, it's like sometimes we just got to go in there with blind trust or have blind faith to stuff. Just stay open to it. Stay open to it. Still have that healthy connections and manifesting it. Understanding, also standing in your power, also being in your bliss, divine feminine. Okay. And then being comfortable with the way you're communicating it. The divine masculine, understand that even with him, the conflict with him is him staying in his heart space, and for him to keep on thinking about having his mind space, staying in the mind space of having a healthy relationship, having healthy connections, being able to manifest. That's what's got to be constantly in his mind space. But there have been a conflict about that. He understands we got the 11, we got like the twin flames here. When it comes to love, again, that cow there, that married to card, which means really true commitment. He wants to give this true commitment. He wants to offer this cup of love to the divine feminine. But he understands that she's got to stay in her it seems like in her power, she's got yellow. So in her mind space, she's got to stay in her authority, knowing who she is, what's her role, knowing her identity. So standing in her identity. And he has to stay in his mind space of having healthy connections with everybody, healthy connections with her, everybody around him, and being able to manifest things. So that's going to be able to create this twin flame energy and offering of this cup. He's got to give up this cup, and he's got to show affection as well. Okay, so now here we go. Clear. What some life changes the divine masculines are experiencing right now? The divine masculine, I said divine feminine, I don't know. Divine masculine are experiencing the change is realization and epiphanies. This is what's happening. This is the life change, almost like menopause. What's the change? I'm going through the change. Yes, divine masculine, you are going through the change. You get some realizations and some epiphanies about what's going on with you, as far as with the divine um feminine. For me, I would say with me is now I'm feeling now again that one thing is with me, I was making myself look at my divine masculine and actually trying to look and see, do I see any rim? Because this is half of me, right? So we got the same frequency and vibration. So I'm looking at him to really see where is some not remembrance, but some kind of recognition of where am I in here? I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. And you know what? And as he was walking away, I could see some kind of like a frequency of me like walking. It was weird. But anyway, I'm now seeing, okay, you know what? This is my other half. Like I said, we forget. We have to marvel and know, like, literally, those of us, even in the 50 or even have seen and have met, you know, how much a miraculous event that is and how blessed that is to know that you have met your other half. Like, that's actually me resonating. I might not like the way in which he is doing. I might not like the way he is, the choices that he has, but that's his choice of the lesson and the road that he me as a masculine has chose to do. And I'm hoping that I know how I resonate, that I try to at least do things in a very honorable and very truthful way. But again, if it's not in my truth, this is how I am. I'm looking at the way to say, okay, I got to get out of this because I don't truly believe in being a person of duality if I can help it, you know, and that's something that I believe that I'm looking at him to saying, okay, now if I'm in the driver's seat and I have dropped in as your higher self and now taking over, and now I feel like it's safe. I've watched, what's her name? She's another young one. Sensei Tarot, something like that. And she was talking about, you know, if the divine masculine energies or divine feminine energies don't feel, the oversoul don't feel comfortable in dropping into the 3D body, that they're not going to do so. They're going to keep on, you know, being with you or roaming around because they don't feel safe. They either take it over by ego and they like, I ain't coming in there resonating with nobody like this. And The environment is not safe with the people around you. It's like, why would the oversoul, according to her, say, why would they drop in to enter that? And so that is very interesting. Again, like I said, I'm looking to see remnants, like, have I dropped in? Where am I in the frequency with my, that's just how my brain is working. And so I'm looking to see, like, whoa, thank you, Jesus. Thank God you did that. You saved my phone, because if it would fail, that'd been over with. Where is remnants of me in there? And I know I'm in there. But you know, this is something that I don't think we really take time out to really look and see, like, that is really the other half of you, and to really sit there and marvel and say, okay, all right then. And I think that's maybe some of our problem why we on that separation trip, because we keep on looking at them as really as like they are separate. You know, like they say, we one soul, two bodies. We just experienced and wanted to experience life and think in two different aspects or perspectives, like when I'm doing with the kids' point of view. And so that's something that we have to kind of keep in thing, because a lot of times when I listen to you all and you all talk about your divine counterpart, is like, you know, it's him, it's them, it's like they separate. But I'm saying, you know what, like I remember early in this walk in the twin flame journey, and somebody said, you know what, how would you act if you was underneath those same pressures of the things that your counterpart has been? You might turn out to be just like them. So, and you did turn out to be just like them. When you think about the perspective, that's your other half. So why is it that, you know, some of us is like we're not having that kind of like I call it again that principle of charity. We're looking at them from an aspect of saying, you know what, principle of charity is saying they're coming from a good place, trying to, but then underneath the circumstances, what has caused them to kind of detour and become distorted and express it in a different way. Um, and that's where this forgiveness thing comes in, especially those of us that want union. And I was watching, was it Grace, Fiery Grace, and what's her name, the Divine Masculine now, or what his name now, well, Mr. Lightwork. And she was saying, you know, really, and I said that also in my other one in Divine Feminine thing. It was so interesting how we were pretty much aligned in saying the same thing, that at this point for Divine Feminists and Divine Masculines, you got to make up your mind. Are you playing? I told you this is drafting time. I remember me saying that in one of I said that in one of the my readings, saying it's drafting time. You need to decide, who are you draft picking? You know, are you going to draft the Divine Masculine, or are the Divine Feminine, or are you going to draft pick somebody totally new? And if so, you got to stay the course then. You can't be straddling the fence and saying, I play here, I play this, or whatever like that, you know. And I like how she also has said that, and some ways I didn't think of it, and I like how she elevated to the next thing, say that some of us are saying, okay, I want the Divine Masculine, and if not the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine, not the Divine Feminine, then surprise me, source. Surprise me with something that, again, whatever, just surprise me. Now, she said, and that was a very good point, that it could be surprising. You could come out with the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine brand new that you can't even recognize. Like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Oh, you cute. You look like the Divine Masculine. Okay. Oh. But then when you open your mouth, you sound like you totally different. Okay. So that's another thing of, well, as for that, for you to kind of keep in thinking about. But again, what are you setting for? And stop going back and forth. Get some momentum on it. And you got to remember, you can't fall for the illusions. You got to kind of, again, on this journey, go straight forward. Yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah, I seen it on Facebook. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, my friend told me, girl, do you know he doing such and such a guy, man? Let me tell you about what your girl doing, you know, doing all that extra stuff. And knowing that, but at the same time, you like, you know what, that's nice, but you know, I know what sources promised me. He told me that I'm supposed to have X, Y, and Z. You know, that's nice. I heard you. Wait, did you hear me? Yeah, I heard you, but I also heard what Spirit told me. I don't understand what divine truth is. You just told me the truth, but you didn't tell me the divine truth. So I got what you're saying. So now back to this. Enough on your coaching and preaching and teaching, and back on this. A lot of signs are pointing to you lately. Okay. That's what I said. I said that earlier about the realization and epiphanies. Same thing. So a lot of things that's happening here for the divine masculine energies. That means you too, divine feminines, you should be, or females rather, should be getting some signs too as well that's pointing to you. Just like I said, I was looking, I thought, wait a second, wait a second. Okay, I seen that he did a little something when he walked. I said, wait a second, that's kind of like I do. You know, I say I'm looking. I so did. I say, you tell me where I'm at in him. You tell me where I'm at in him. You show me. I mean, show me. Where am I at? And by after I had said that, and I seen him walk the way he did something, I said, oh yeah, that is kind of like my walk. Clear. In a man's body, that is kind of my walk. So it is. Oh snap. You better come give me that. You better come give me the. This king wants his queen back. You better come get me. That's all I'm gonna say. Come and get me. Cause I'm ready. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. But she ready. I've been ready. Matter of fact, I'm tired, to be honest with you. But anyway, this ain't my show. I'm coming here to help you out. I ain't gonna say that. I've been diligent here. So this king wants his queen back. Clear. That's what all the divine masters are saying. Now they saying how I'm gonna get to you, I don't know. They always saying you can reach me by trailway. You can reach me by airplane. You can reach me by a sailboat. But reach me with your mind. Do, 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 do. I don't care how you get here, just get here when you can. There's a hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had my way, surely you would be closer. I need you closer. That's true. I do need you closer. He says, can you forgive me? Yes, I can. That's what we got to work on. I'm just going to be honest with you. I said I was going to make a program about that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing the Sunshine Circle support group, because I feel a lot of us need help on this forgiving. I could tell the way you all talking and to me, and just making off comments or whatever out of your anger. And I told you all kind of like, watch that. What you're putting into your bubble, energy bubble, is also filtrating and blocking the union. I did one, and I talked to you all about that already. Seem like some of y'all hearing me and some of y'all are not. And I'm standing, I waver too, you know. Some days you catch me outside. I'm like, no, catch me outside. I'm outside this union. And sometimes you catch me saying, nah, baby, I'm team all the way. I got the t-shirt to prove it. Well, I do. Literally, I do have the t-shirt to prove it. I did make t-shirts like that. They had about that. Okay, so now what is it that, again, some advice? But didn't I have, did I miss that one? What's the advice? Okay. Okay, yeah, let me get, where's that at? I think it's way back here. I ain't messing with you because I'm ready to go up. I've been up here, down here in this office for the longest. Okay, this one here is resolution and healing. Okay, so this is what the divine master, this is advice from spirit, say resolution and healing. Come up with a resolution. You know, again, to me, that's a finality, ending of things. Let me see. I want to see a nice little yep, it sure was. Resolution. Resolution. Okay, go back. It looked like you heard me too. A firm decision to decide to do or not to do something. The quality of being determined or a resolution. Okay. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or contentious matter. The process of reducing or separating something into components. I like that. That's right there. So right now it's saying for the divine masculine energies, you need to heal, but you got to come up with a firm solution about what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. That goes back to fiery grace and what she's saying. Are you team divine or you team something new? Okay, either you singing Jody White, I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love. If you're looking for a new love, that's what you're looking for. Okay, so the next thing, a formal expression of opinion. Okay, something's firm, the quality of being determined or resolute. So you need to get determined. That's what they say. And that's going to help you to heal. Because this is what I'm thinking, that duality, you all over the place. Like that. You here, there, everywhere. Spirit needs to know definitely what's your order. What do you want? How do you want to heal? What do you want? What's the direction you want to go? And once you do that, that's going to help you to heal. Everything else is going to help to fall in line. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or contentious matter. To me, contentious matter is those of you all that's in that third, that karma card came up here, third party here, this part card came up, third party karma. You need to do that. You need to come up with, again, a solution to that. It's time. It's time now. This is 2021. Ain't no more. I was about to talk about in doing like other people saying I lost, but I didn't lose, but it was cheated from me. Yeah, but you know that you know I'm kind of with you, I'm kind of not. I think I have this on the side or whatever like this. How about I do both? No, it's not that the time is not. Or I'm gonna be a little bit for the divine feminine act right, but if she don't act right, then I'm looking for somebody new. No, decide which way you gonna go. Okay. All right, then. And then again, the process of reducing or separating something into components. To me, it's like, again, breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. Don't eat up the whole elephant. Take it one bite at a time. To me, separation too, again, separating and compartmentalize things. Like what is of importance to you, priority, what is not a priority, what is an option. This is where you need to get to, divine masculines too, as well, in your energy. Okay. Also, my God, I wanted to see this, but I see I might have to do this. Woo-hoo! Lord have mercy. Clear. I ain't sorry to be able to stay with this. This be like 10 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, what's your thing that you want to say, divine masculine to the divine feminine? Some advice they have here is the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. It's more than going on than meets the eye. Stop going by illusion. There's some other things, the matter of the heart, that you need to just concentrate on what is again in your heart. I said that again. Check your heart. Don't be talk about what you're seeing, what you're feeling, and what you thinking rather though, but check in your heart how it resonates with you, divine feminine. And he say be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. Okay, not no more I'm push the energy off on your side. You got to deal with that. When you feel yourself that's doing like that, instead of you like the old folks, like grandma said, or old folks, you say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it all. Don't say it at all. Just say, I'm just gonna start showing love to myself. Just forget it, and then they'll feel it over there, instead of going through all that stuff where he got to do, it's your turn, you take it, you take it and you dish it, that was your fault, you got yourself into that. If you can't say nothing nice, and that's not adding up, because see, again, you have to remember this, like I'm taking a page from my own self. I'm mad at you today, tomorrow I might be in just head over heels in love with you, so I can't go by that stuff. So my thing is if I can't say nothing, I turn it off, and then I just start saying, okay, I focus on you. What can we do right now? I'm not even going to address that. Just like somebody some nonsense, I'm not going to even address that. I'm not even going to name it. I ain't going to try to bounce off ideas and go negative, put myself in a tailspin, thinking with ego, trying to come up with the answers about what's going on. I'm just going to leave it alone, and then I'm just going to concentrate on myself. And then that's the answer right there, because that's not going to help us out, especially if I want you. Okay. All right then. So now, last thing, what's the advice from the divine masculine? It's an hour. The other one was 20, and together this makes 40. It's an hour. That's why I say it's an hour show. It's an hour show. Okay, so what is divine masculine? Clear. wants to say? Whoa. Okay, where's divine masculines want to say? That's say collectively. Because before I know it, mine's been stepped in and said something. Okay, so he got a couple of choice words. Divine masculine collectively said, what? Pack your bags. This is the advice. Talking to themselves. Get the hell out of town. It will make you both lovable again. So this again, he needs to get out of the situation that he's in or wherever he is, karmic situation, person, place, a thing. And he's saying right now, it make it lovable again. That means you make you, not talk about them, you both, the divine feminine and divine masculine energies, lovable again. We're loving on each other. I'm loving on you, you loving on me. We just loving on each other. But you got to get out that situation. Divine masculine, this is what collectively you all are saying to each other. Man, we got to get out this situation. We got to pack our bags, get the hell on out of Dodge, and get on out there and go where the loving is. This is what we got to do. Okay. The next thing they saying to each other, divine masters collectively saying, we got to go all in. Wow. Or get the fuck out. Okay. That's what we gotta do. We gotta go all in. We go big or we go home. And one and two. That's what we gotta do. Okay. So this is it. Again, I'm going back to this resolution here. He's telling himself, you go in or get the fuck out. Either we going all in with where we are, or we getting on out of there. It's one or two. Are we going all into the divine, the feminine, being with our divine feminine on the twin flame journey? Or we getting all out? We can't be putting one foot in, one foot out, one foot in, and we move it out. But we can't be hokey pokey around here. That ain't gonna work. And he said the next thing is, want shit to be different? Then change yourself first. That right there is like dropping the mic. Boom, goes the mic. It's over with. He done already said divine masculines to themselves and said that if we want shit to be different, we got to change ourselves first. We don't like it, we got to change it. We can't be talking about it's divine feminine. You know, she be acting fun, be trying to put me in my place, tell me what I got to fix, what I got to do. I don't want to be doing that mess, all that stuff, whatever. So that again is not that. Now we get to the point of what they're saying again. It's all about you. You are, there's no universe about you because you are your own universe. You are the center of your universe, divine masters. And that's what you got to deal with. All right, there is always, remember, if you would like a reading with me, let me get my banners up here, talk about the self here. If you would like a reading with me, please go to divineunisouls.co and so you can be able to book a personal reading with me. I tap into the divine feminine, the divine masculine energies, and I also do transformational readings as well. So if you want to check in and see about what spirit and source of areas you need to work on, please go and hit and go over the NC about that. I got a lot of changes, things. I should say one of my ones I work with is I counsel and I coach with her spiritually. She's supposed to have did something to help her to get move on, inspired to the next level. She did. I got people writing books because of their working with me. They have broke out of their shells about doing that, creating their own YouTube. Going out there doing things and putting themselves on the market, and doing things out there. So, I mean, when you work with me, you're going to be moving some mountains and some things in that. So it's real worth the investment of doing that. Also, in being serious about giving you all the keys into getting into union. Don't forget about, we had the Sunshine Circle support group as well. That's going to be starting. That's already up there. You get 11 sessions. Myself, the Playground Experience is going to be working with you, April Williams and Kathy D. As well, and we want to have cohorts with that. You get 11 sessions for $45. We meet via Zoom. Most of the time they're hours, sometimes they're an hour and a half. Us talking, and that's a support so you can get somebody to kind of hear you, have accountability. We have lessons that's in there. We focus on topics each session, and then we take it from that point on. So if you want that and you need that support, you're tired of just talking to yourself, because remember that one kind of word or one lane communication, one-way communication is not getting it, because you bounce off the same ideas with yourself and not hearing anybody tell you and hold you accountable to yourself. that is a way for you to do that. So go over there, divineunisouls11.co, because I have that already up. You just got to sign up, and then once you sign up, you will get a Zoom link telling you about the days in which we meet. And that will start on February the 21st. February 21st, or it might be 22nd, but that's when it starts. That's when we'll start for that. What else? Is there anything? Don't forget about the transformational series that we are also offering as well. Did I have that already up? I don't think I had that up yet. We're working on that, just letting you know about the dates. Next transformational series workshop will be 4/4. 4/4/21 on the 4/4 April the 4th, which is good. Lining up some people to come and guest speakers from all different types of walks, getting that together, not just spiritual, but to help you to get yourself together. The keys, how to deal with the 3D world, also as the spiritual world, because I want you to have that balance. So I'm working on that as well, getting some speakers for you that too. Last time we had a blast, so make sure if you want to have that, you can be able to go look at divineunisouls11.co in order and get the video for the 12/12 event, which is very good as well too. All right then, as always, I was supposed to be working, I'll get on that. The next thing also about some meditations, I'm gonna get on that too as well, probably this weekend too. Always remember to click, like, share, and subscribe. Smash that notification bell so you can be able to get notifications about when I am going live, because you know that I am sporadic. Whatever spirit tells me to get on and talk to you, that's when I get on. So if you want to make sure that you can be able to get the 411 about the divine masculine and get all the information that you need, make sure that you come here so you can get the keys, okay? The keys to union, straight from source. All right, these are channel messages from the source and my 18. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Mwah. Love you, and I'll be talking to you soon.